I made this cute little flip down window peekaboo for Roxy's weekly challenge. Stay tuned and see how it was done. Hello, I'm Lee and I make mixed media and junk journal videos that I hope will inspire you to get creative too. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you always know when I put up a new video. Hi everyone, it's Lee here from Lee's Art Studio. So it's Roxy's weekly challenge week 9, and this week Rachel made flippy things with envelopes, window envelopes that go on the edge of your journal page. I'm going to have a go at making a couple of them, and this is the second time I've made this video because my things just weren't working for me today. So this is a couple of attempts that I had at doing this. They didn't turn out so great. This one's not too bad, but the other side needs to be covered, and I've done a couple of things wrong. This is one that I thought I'd try a method of getting the window into it, which was to cut out this single piece of paper, and then you can tell where the window is if you hold it up to the light. You can see the window through the paper, and then just put a slit in that paper so then I can come back in and cut out the window, which didn't work too badly. It's a little bit messy, but then it's for a junk journal, isn't it? So it doesn't really matter. And then I remembered, oh, the other side's got to be done, so that's just going to make the envelope really thick, and I don't know, I wasn't really in the mood for doing that. So anyway, I'm going to have another go and see what we come up with. So this is another envelope. I've cut it open at the ends, tear the back off it, so I don't need that. So I'm going to attempt to cover this both sides, and I want a thin paper, so that's where I think printables come in into their own with this, rather than using scrapbook paper. So I like that piece there. It's not going to completely cover my envelope, but can you see when I hold that up to the light, you can see the window. So I'm sitting in front of a window, so there we go, I can see that really clearly. So what I'm going to do is work out where that is, put a mark on there, somewhere there, and I'm just going to put just an access hole, I guess you'd call it. We'll see how this works this time. What will happen with the envelope is it's going to be folded over and hinged into the journal, or wrapped around the edge of the page. Get that down there. Now the problem that I had was, you can see the slit, so I need to get rid of, oh, I nearly put that, I think I put the paper on the wrong way actually. So now I need to just get in there with the scissors and cut that away. I'm not sure what you can see. I can really see it clearly because the window is right in front of me. This works as long as you don't want it to be super tidy. And you can always glue stuff over the edge, can't you? So that tidies it up a bit. But I love the idea of it. I think it's great because we all love things that flip and open and that sort of thing. So that it really is not too bad. Could be better, but it's not too bad. So I'm going to do the same to the other one, the other side I should say. And I've got a piece of thin, it's scrapbook paper, but it's only thin, so I'm going to take that all the way down. Just need to tear that bit off. I just thought this would look a little bit better than having, you know, the patchwork, unless of course you want the patchwork. So I'm just going to mark the hole a bit better because I nearly cut it in the wrong place before, with the knife I mean. Okay, so I need to cut in there. And I just cut that out. Make it a bit easier when I come to doing the scissor bit. So I've cut a partial window in it. I think that'll work better. So I'll be gluing that down and then going in with the scissors and making the window bigger and tidying it up. It's just been one of those days when nothing seems to work properly. But even to the point where my glue stick was not, it kept the end, I've thrown it away. I'd turn it up to use it and the whole thing would fall out. Just things like that, you know. It's like, spare me. I'm doing the same thing. A lot of fingers today. Sometimes I think it's just easier to get rid of the excess. It annoys me. It's like having a hair on my face, getting in my eye. It's irritating. Okay, so that hasn't turned out too bad. I mean, it's not perfect, it's far from perfect, but it's okay. So that's what we've got so far. So I haven't tried this glue before, I can't even remember where I got it from, so I hope it's okay. So I just need to fill in those gaps. And what have I got? A bit of that. Going to get rid of that white edge. I'll tear this off. I was going to set myself a time limit, but I've forgotten to do it. So I'm just going to do a couple of these and leave it at that. So how's everyone doing? Hope you're having a good weekend. It's nice and dry and hot here. Quite pleasant. A little bit warmer than I'd like it to be. It's not, you know, the horrible oppressive humidity that we normally get in our summer. Okay, so that side is not finished. Okay, so we need something to go down here. It's not long enough. What a shame. That is. I can take it over the edge. I don't want to cover up too much of that. I should be using my glue book, but I can't see. That's another thing. I can't find my glue book. I'll use this. It's really inhibiting when you are trying not to glue on your surfaces that you don't want to glue on, when you could quite easily do what I just did. I don't mean you personally, I'm saying you as a, meaning me. So that can go over there. And then I just need a piece to cover that. So I think I'll just take that bit, oh, if it fits perfectly, and pop that on there. The only thing with today's weather is the glue is drying really quickly, the glue stick. just need a little trim there. Just square it off just a tad. Okay, that's, well, I've managed to do one, so let's see if I can get another one done. So I've got this one, and what's this? Similar sort of paper. I'll try the same thing. Oh, here's a bigger piece. I like that one because it's going to cover the whole envelope. Well, that's good, that's handy. Let's go with this one. So I can see on there my window. So I'm just going to mark it. Another thing I could do is to tear it and, you know, fold it back to have that really grungy sort of look. I'll just cut a piece of that out. Okay. Stick that on. Oh, I'm sticking the whole thing, aren't I? Keep forgetting what I'm doing. Must be because there's a full moon coming. I'm struggling. It's almost like I've just really got this really bad case of ADHD. I can't think straight or concentrate. Yep. Smooth that down. Okay, so I just need to cut that, tidy it up a bit. You could almost just leave it like that, except I've got my markings all over the place. Oh, I've cut through it, haven't I? Or have I? Well, just about. I just put a little hole in the window. That's alright. I thought I'd actually cut all the way through it. A little hole there. That doesn't look too bad. Okay, so on the other side of that one, I would like to, that's not big enough, but there's a bit more of it. That looks nice. Maybe this one, because it's going to cover a fair bit. Yeah, I'm going to use that one. So, where's my pen? Just going to draw my line. Can you see that? I'm really hoping that you can see what I'm doing. Let me put something light behind it. It might work better than... If I turn it like that, you can see where the envelope is. There. Okay. So I'm going to cut out a section. I made a template and that didn't work either because all my envelopes have got different size windows, haven't they? So yeah, that didn't work. So I'll keep that little bit for decorating. It's a bit plain, but never mind. It'll have to do. Okay, now how big is this? Is it going to fit? No. Never mind. Okay, let's cut this bit out. Maybe not try and get so close to the edge when I'm cutting the inside here. It might make it easier. Well, that was only just made it. Nearly cut too much off that one. I was lucky. Just going to trim those bits off. Okay, so I need just a little bit for the bottom. I've had an idea with this one that I might make it a flip down. So if I fold that up there like that, then that'll be glued down onto the page. Then I don't have to worry about sticking an extra piece of paper on there. So I do need to tidy that up. That's a nice little strip of text there. I'm gonna keep that. Okay, so I'm going to, oops. Get rid of that. Alright, I've managed to get 2 of them done without too much trouble. So that one will flip down instead of flipping out. This one just dried a bit, so I want to put a fold in it, which is going to be the outside. I think that's, because that's a little bit scrappy, I might make that the inside and this the outside. Or maybe I can try and neaten that up a bit. As you can see the back of this blue paper. That's what I want to get rid of. Trim it up a little bit. Okay, so that's better. So if I fold over here, this will be my hinge. Just tidy that up a little bit. So that will sit on either like that over the edge of the page and flip out, or just hinged on the page. Right, so I want to put a little bit of decorating on them. Yeah, I got a little bit sidetracked before because nothing was working right, so I decided to do something that wasn't too hard on my brain, and I actually cut the birds out. So I need to straighten that because you can see it through there. Yeah, cut a couple of birds up that were left over from when I made my little page borders. I glued them onto some paper to make them a little bit easier to use. So I thought I might see if I can get a couple of these on here. And there was something else I wanted to use. Got these giant flowers that I bought in a kit ages ago, and I've never really had. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad, surprisingly. Quite like that. Okay, so I'm going to put that on there, and maybe a little bird at the top. This one looks nice because he's looking down, so I'm just going to Not fussy cutting, just like kiss cut around it. Just leave a little border. So did you all like the page borders I did? And I was inspired by Margaret at Seven Plaza, and she left a beautiful comment for me. It was so nice. She's the first person that I've ever done and inspired by, and they've actually left like a lovely comment for me. It was so encouraging. So she's lovely. I'm really, really happy that she did that. That just made me feel, well, it made my day, to be perfectly honest. When I saw that, I thought, aren't you lovely? Thank you. Let's get some decent glue. Because she's doing Roxy's weekly challenge as well. She's also doing the 100 day thing. So yeah, she has some great ideas. I love her work, and I really love the way she's so, relaxed in front of the, when she's talking. So not like me stumbling over every word, because I can't do two things at once. I might have been able to do that 40 years ago, but not in my mid-60s I can't. Okay, I'm just going to pop this down here, pop it on an angle. So what do you think of that? I like that. I think it looks really nice. And on this one, just going to see if I can soften this up a bit. It's really stiff, quite surprisingly so. I probably, where the fold was going to be, I probably didn't need to cover the paper so much, on both sides I should say. Okay, so I think that will be the bottom of that one. Now I want to ink around that because it's a little bit ugly. I think a bit of antique linen might be alright on there. And let's get vintage photo just in case. Let's see how this goes. Might not be dark enough. This looks awfully yellow, orange today for some reason. I won't do anything on that side, so I'm going to go around that with vintage photo as well. I'm trying to take away the white, but I think I might just be highlighting it more than anything. Okay, so that was the bottom. Yeah, I would like to stick something on there. So what have we got? What leftovers do I have? It doesn't look too bad. Got some of that, but that doesn't really fit. This is nice with the stamp. Doesn't really match though. What else? Well, let me just grab something else. I've got some stamps. I have some rub-ons. They always look nice. Some greens. I thought I had some pink flowers somewhere. Not in that one. Not there either. Okay. What else have we got? Is it in here? I wonder where they've vanished to. Not too far away. Anyway, I don't want to waste your time while I look for it, so I'm going to pick something else. Strips, sentiments, there we go, a feather. See which one's going to look the nicest. Maybe the red, because it's, put it there so it hides that mess I made. What else is here? Here's another little feather the same, so I'm just going to pop that one there, and maybe one of these birds or these two that are together, they might look quite nice. I'm just going to quickly trim them out. Did I finish saying what I was saying about the page borders? I don't think I did. Anyway, there's a link in my description box and on my end screen, and also up in the top right hand corner there. If you hit on the I button, you'll be able to watch the video of how I made those ones. And I did make them big, so they were made to be cut up or to be put into a big book. So whatever is the fit. So a little bit of inking on these little birds. Pop them on there. Like that, then he looks like he's getting some food off that flower. Oh, feather. Yeah, it's a feather, isn't it? Oh, no. Okay, he's picking bits out of the feather to use in his nest. Because these two birds want to make some baby birds. Put them on there like that. Like that. And I've got sentiments, so I'll pop a sentiment on there. Okay, so what have we got? Oh, we've got a number on here. I might use that. Love the numbers at the moment. And this one comes with a frame around it. Very handy. Partial frame. Okay, just a little bit of ink around the edge. And I don't know if you can hear the birds, but we've got birds in our yard. It's full of birds. They're driving me crazy at the moment, actually. They're squawking and posturing to each other, and there was 4 different types of birds outside the window today when we were having our lunch. Carrying on. Free to fly. Sounds good. Oh, I pulled something else off. So we'll put that there. Hopefully it's on straight. And for these ones, always and forever. This happy life, that'll do, because these birds are happy. Okay, so that's the 2 of them. I feel like I should have edged around that a little bit, so got my Stabilo pencil here. Go around them quickly with the Stabilo. I'm not going to wet it. I'll just leave it as it is. Okay. Got this journal here. So I think I'll put them into this. Isn't that neat? My husband took that photo years and years and years ago. There used to be this little boat anchored in the river across the road, and that's what it looked like one sunset. It was just silhouetted. It was beautiful. So This is the flip down one. So I feel like there should be something underneath that though. So what can I put in there? Oh, that's one of my page edges. That's another one. So that's my private journaling section. Maybe here because it's birds. I hope I've been in shot all this time. I'd be really angry if I'm not, because I just looked up and I wasn't. So if I'm not, it means I'll be doing this video for a third time, or not at all, maybe. Just a little light inking. Okay, so I think I'm going to hinge that there. That's there. Let's see. No, I won't go over the page. I'll hinge it all there. So that fits perfectly on there. Just need to trim it. It doesn't need to be that big. Trim it off a little bit. Probably about 1 centimetre or ½ an inch wide now, and that's going to go in here with some art glitter glue. Actually, if I go up here, I just noticed as I was plonking that down then those words, how beautiful the world is. I thought that's great. It is. There's a flip down. Oh, I need to cover that. Ooh. Didn't even think of that. What can I put in there? Please. What about a bit of this? Just going to cut the top of it off. This is off an old music sheet. I like the stamp, so I want to keep the stamp in there, but that has to come off a little bit because it's too wide. A touch of ink. So I think Rachel said that she's going to do the same thing, but a variety on these in the next Roxy's challenge. I'm not sure. She might change her mind. You can still see a little bit of the blue of the envelope, but it's okay. So that looks better. Pop down like that. Birds were singing, not birds. Okay, so that's that one in there. So let's find a place to put this one. This is the one that's got to go this way. I want to put it on a fairly plain sort of page. What about that? No, not really. Yeah, so that can be put on there, and I want something behind it. What about one of these ones? Oh yeah, if I just put, so that will go say there. So that would go in here like that. Well, that looks quite nice. So it's in that area there. Pop that down there. Alright, I did say it was the day for it. I don't know what you've missed. I'll find out when I do the edit. My battery went flat. Okay, so that's a sticker on that page, so you can see it through the window, and I've glued it over the page. Okay, so it's like that. I'm probably going to put some journaling paper or something else on there. And here's the other one that I did. So that's had little birds stuck on it. Flips down this one, and you've got the little birds in the background there. And you can see the little bird through the window. Alrighty, so that's the ones that I made for you. That's one that I haven't finished. This is another one that I started, and I was trying to use a different method. The collaging method didn't work so well for me. This one was cover the whole envelope and cut the hole and pull it back to see how it goes. This one, it's really stiff because it's super thick, but that would go like, it's not embellished or anything, so on the page it opens up and then you've got journaling spot there. And this one is not finished because, yeah, it was just not finished. Okay, and that's got wallpaper on it, and that was the one where it won't fit on this journal anyway unless I cut it down. I pulled the wallpaper back. Alright, let me know what you think in the comments, and thanks for watching. Hope you give these a try. If you want to check out the challenge, so Roxy's Weekly Challenge, which is the hashtag, no apostrophe, so ROXYS Weekly Challenge, all one word. And Rachel is the host, and her channel is called Roxy Creations, so check that out. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Until then, cheers from Australia. Hooroo.